For pronouncement of judgment, item 15.
Consequently, the impugned judgment and order dated 18/7/2018 passed by the learned single judge is interfered with and set aside. The writ appeal is allowed accordingly.
Obliged.
Item 16.
Writ appeal is dismissed.
Much obliged. Ji. Checking even in that the other one also.
Item 17.
Yes. Wherein it was written judge.
Writ appeal stands dismissed.
Supplementary 1, item 28.
The writ appeal is allowed in the above terms. The impugned judgment is reversed.
In regard to item number 13 and 14, Lordship, for the respondents, I will be filing a wakalat number today, Lordship.
All the respondents,
All the, you know,
Oh, they are appearing in item 13.
for some of the respondents, Lordship, I can.
you're
from-
appearing in item number 13 only
13, only.
or 14.
13 madam.
She said that she's appearing in both.
13,
In 13 or 14 both?
13.
13,
13, item number 13. What is your good name, madam?
Aidas.
MS Aidas, advocate puts in appearance on behalf of the, there's only one respondent?
Lordship, I'm appearing for item number 14 on behalf of Ms. Pili.
Hold on.
No, Lordship, there are many respondents. We are appearing for
All-
1, 2, 3, 5 to
For few of the
49.
respondents in this writ appeal, her name be henceforth reflected in the cause list. Registry is directed to provide copy of the registry shall reflect her name in the cause list henceforth. List, what do you want today?
My lord, my submission, my lord, is that the contempt petition is, my lord, on 8/11, my lord, before the Aizawl bench, my lord. So my matter on 6/11 in immediately.
List on 6th
6th.
November.
In the
Okay.
meantime, Lordship, we may.
Yes, today itself, I'll.
Copy, we have not.
Copy of the writ appeal as well as the IA we provided to MS Das today itself.
Yes, I,
List on 6th.
6/11.
Deeply obliged.
Say 14, you are appearing
I'm appearing as well on behalf of Mr. PD Nair,
uh, for all respondents.
all respondents.
MS Swanshaw, associate to S. Goel, associate to Mr. P. Nair advocate, puts in appearance on behalf of all the respondents. The service is complete. List for admission on 6th November along with Swanshaw.
I'll address.
Hello.
Any other request? Daily list for orders, item 1.
Lordship,
What is the matter about?
Lordship, there is a writ appeal, Lordship, regarding the company. Matter. Lordship, in last occasion, Lordship, the address for respondent 6 is, we have to submit the correct address, Lordship. We had today, we had submit the correct cost title, Lordship. And therefore, kindly fix after vacation, Lordship. In the meantime, the service may be complete.
Land counsel for the appellant submits that he has filed the correct address, correct / present address of the respondent number 6 in the office today, registry to check and issue notice to such respondent. Rule is very returnable in 6 weeks.
Lordship.
My lord, I am appealing for respondent number 7, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Prasad appears for the respondent number 7.
Okay.
Item number 2.
May it please the lordship.
Yes,
My lord, on the last occasion, my lord, the service on respondent number 1, 7 and 8 was awaited.
so 1
And there are 1,
service has
7,
been effected,
yes, my lord.
7 has returned
My lord,
unserved, and 8, nothing has been received.
my lord.
You are appealing for
Respondent number 1, Lordship.
1. So what should be done, gentlemen?
My lord, so far as respondent number 7 is concerned, we can take a fresh step because the address, it seems, my lord, in the office note, it has been unserved. So we may be allowed to take a fresh step on respondent number 7, my lord. And so far as 8 is concerned, my lord, I think it is awaited again.
So this is a review.
This is a review, my lord, in person to an order, my lord,
Okay.
relating to, my lord.
Service notices issued
Yes, my
to the
lord.
respondents number 7 and 8 have not been served. Regarding 8, what is to be done?
8, if your lordship.
Take
allows,
fresh
we'll take
steps.
a fresh
Fresh
step,
step
we'll
be
take, my lord.
taken
Yes, my lord, we can take a fresh step again.
within 3 weeks from today whereafter process be issued.
Highly obliged.
Highly obliged, Lordship.
Item number 3.
Yeah, please. Ma'am.
Yes.
My lord, this PIL Sumoto was registered pertaining to death of a lady, my lord, who committed suicide after killing 2 of her children, my lord, due to poverty. And my lord, it has been alleged that the poverty schemes have not reached that village. So my lord, there was a report directed to be called for, that was directed from the deputy commissioner. Or if there was some other reason, my lord, that is also not discernible. Right. Comments. That order is, my lord, of 7/9/2023.
Who is appearing for the government?
More S, more Miss S.
Earlier, S4 was appeared, Lordship. Now, she is not available, Lordship. I shall take instruction, Lordship.
MSR Bora puts in appearance on behalf of the state authorities.
Lordship.
She prays for and is granted 4 weeks time to
Lordship.
submit the response in terms of the order dated
7/9.
7/9/23. List of 4 weeks.
Much appreciated.
Item number 4,
Service on the response number 3 and 4.
The service is completed, my lord. The respondent number 4, name should be, may kindly be allowed to be struck off, my lord.
Number 4, why?
No relief is claimed against him, my lord.
And counsel for the appellant service,
My lord.
service has been effected on the
Yes.
response number 3 and 4 as per the office note. And counsel for the appellant submits that the appellant is not desirous of seeking any relief against such respondent. Thus, his name is permitted to be struck off from the array of parties. Amended cost title be furnished within 2 weeks. List for admission after puja break. Puja vacation.
item 5 to 7, along with item 27.
May please assume. The person to my lord's order, it has been complied.
After some time, madam. Advocate general is coming after
Pass,
some time.
pass.
Item number 8,
Yes.
My lord.
Hmm.
My lord, this PI has been filed.
We know the purpose of
Yeah.
PIL.
Yes.
Can you give us any law?
Your lordship. I'm just giving you some judgment of the Supreme Court, my lord,
Let us see.
which has been reported in.
Yes, read. What is the issue?
Uh,
Which judgment you want to read?
Initially, Ratilal Pachanath Gandhi,
All right,
my
what
lord,
do you want to refer?
page number 11,
Yes, please.
pair number 10, my
Hmm.
lord.
Yes.
Shall
So,
I-
yes, please read that part wherein
Article 25 of the Constitution guarantees to every person and not merely to the citizens of India the freedom of conscience and the right freely to profess, practice and propagate religion. This is subject in every case to public order, health and normality. Further exceptions are contradicted upon the right of the clause 2 of the article subclause A of the clause, save the power of the state to make laws regulating and restricting any economic, financial, political or other secular activity which may be associated with religious practice. And subclause B reserve the state power to make laws providing for social platform, social welfare, even though they might interfere with the religious practices. Thus subject to the restriction which this article imposes. Every person has a fundamental right under our constitution, not merely to entertain such religious belief as may be approved by this judgment, by his judgment to conscience, but to exhibit his belief and ideas in such overt acts as are enjoined or sanctioned by this religion, by his religion, and further to propagate his religious views for the edification to others. It is immaterial also whether the propagation is made by a person in his individual capacity or on behalf of any church or institution. The free exercise of religion, by which is meant the performance of outward acts in pursuance of religious belief. As stated about the subject to state regulation imposed to secure order, public health and morals of the people, what subclause A or clause 2 of Article 25 contemplate is not state regulation of the religious practices as such, which are protected unless they run counter or public health or morality, but to activities which are really of an economic, commercial or political character, though they are associated with religious practices. My lord, and just another judgment in Dargah Committee versus Syed Hussain. Please come to page number 17 for a moment, my lord.
yes, please.
In pair number 2, I have already highlighted a point. The 25, Article 25, subclause 1, this freedom, my lord, this freedom guarantees to every citizen not only the right to entertain such religious beliefs as may appeal to his conscience, but also affords him the right to exhibit his belief in his conduct by such outward act of as may appear to him proper in order to spread his ideas for on behalf of the others.
Hmm.
And Article 26, my lord, provides that subject to public order, morality and health, every religious denominations or of any section thereof shall have the right. My lord, I'm just add one more thing which I have written in by me. Article 25, Article 25(1) and Article 26 and Article 26(b), my lord.
Hmm.
Whereas the Supreme Court has already given this judgment to establish and maintain institutions
Hmm.
for religious and charitable purposes, my lord, and to manage its own efforts in matters of religion.
Hmm.
My lord, I'm just reading the point number D. To
Yes.
just a few lines, my lord. To administer such property in accordance with law, the four clauses of this article constitute a fundamental freedom granted to every religious denomination or any section thereof to manage its own affairs.
Hmm.
It is entitled to establish institution for religious purposes.
Yes, yes.
It is
So,
entitled to manage its own affairs.
yes, that's
my
right.
Submission, my lord.
So would the right to establish an institution, which in this case may be a prayer room,
My lord.
is it available in a public space?
No,
Does the Supreme Court say? So that is, now, what you were arguing is,
my lord.
we, on the last date, if we recollect, we expressed that you should offer your prayers before leaving your home, right?
My
Now,
lord.
supposing you are traveling in an aircraft
My
and
lord.
the time of prayer comes around,
My
would
lord.
you expect that a separate room should be provided in an aircraft?
No, my lord.
Then,
It can be, the prayer can be conveyed from of his own sitting.
so that is what the answer is. There are a lot of spaces to sit in the airport. Prayers can be offered from anywhere. Why a dedicated room is required? Thank you. Arguments or judgment reserved.
My lord, then just one more request, then liberty shall be given to file a representation to the respondents.
That liberty is all, who has curtailed? That is the question. Nobody has curtailed your right to profess a particular religious practice.
My lord,
Do it. You don't need our permission for that. Nobody is restricting that. You want to submit a representation, do it.
no, please,
We have not restricted you. We have not restrained you.
my lord.
We are free to do.
Right.
So what do you want? You want our judicial order?
As you.
Okay, well, we'll pass the order today itself then. Writ petition is dismissed. Thank you.
Highly obliged, my lord.
Item no- Item number 9.
May I please your lordship, my lord? This public interest litigation has been filed, my lord, for excess dwell of the salary by the, my lord, Vice Chancellor of Assam Agricultural University, my lord, contrary to the, my lord, rule of the Assam government, my lord.
For what? Just
Yes, sir. They have
excess monthly pay.
excess monthly pay, my lord, salary by the Vice Chancellor of Assam.
How do you establish that?
Yes, well, I shall satisfy your lordship, my lord. First, your lordship kindly come to the page 152, my lord.
Page?
152.
Yes. Please.
This is the monthly salary done by the, my lord, Vice Chancellor, my lord. Basic pay. Haven't also got it, my lord.
Hmm.
This 150. 2,10,000 DA. I am not there. Special pay 5,000 is entitled. Medical allowance 6,000, my lord.
Hmm.
This is the, my lord, salary, my lord. This is entitled. And my lord, other part come, your answer is done by the Vidyut Chandra Deka, Vice Chancellor, Assam Agriculture.
Special duty allowance.
Yes, my lord. Hill compensatory allowance, and you will also directly come to the hill compensatory allowance. And another is deputation allowance.
Deputation allowance.
Hill compensatory allowance, my lord, as per ICMR guideline, my lord, when he was in Shillong, my lord,
He
he
was,
has entitled for the hill compensation.
Okay.
But in fact, it was abolished by the 2017, my lord, by the notification government itself abolished, my lord.
Hmm.
Secondly, this 9,000 allowance, my lord, which has been his deputation allowance, is not come on deputation, my lord.
He is a regularly appointed.
He has regularly
Yes.
appointed, his first appointment has been made, my lord. Despite of that, this has been, so your lordship notice.
Issue notice. Heard. issue notice to the respondents. Steps for service be taken in 10 days. Thereafter, process be issued to the respondents. Rule is made returnable on 17th November.
Item 14,
Lordship, we will file affidavit in this matter.
You will file when?
Uh,
This is a writ appeal. Why do you need to file an affidavit? Was an affidavit not filed before single bench? Affidavit was there. And why do you need to file an affidavit? You want an adjournment on any other premise, you may say so. But what is the need for filing an affidavit? Tell us. When did you start practice, young man?
Lordship,
When did you start practice?
2018 Lordship.
18. So it's been 5 years. You need to know why you are standing in the court. So pleadings were already there in the writ petition.
Yes.
Why do you need to file an affidavit? Tell us. And counsel for the respondent, prays for time to prepare and argue the matter. List up 2 weeks. 3 weeks.
item 11,
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, we have assailed the impugned order of the Honorable Single Judge. Page 67 is the order, Lordship. Page 80, Lordship.
Yes, what is the controversy? What is the controversy, Mr. Counsel?
Controversy is I applied for compensation. now.
Compassionate appointment, 2004.
Yes,
What
Lord.
happened thereafter?
They asked me to resubmit my application again,
Yes,
that format. I again submitted in the year 2007. And district level committee recommended my case.
Hmm,
Afterwards, what happened? SLC rejected
hmm,
without any valid ground. Thereafter, I approached the Honorable High Court. High Court directed the SLC to examine my case,
hmm.
and they have passed some impugned order. Without any reason order, they rejected my case again. But my case is always, in my
Come-
case is,
Come to page number 3 of the order, the top para, last 3 lines. Annexure 9 to the writ petition. Page 3, top para, last 4 lines. Impugned judgment.
okay. I'm sorry, Lordship, impugned judgment of High Court or
Yes, obviously, judgment is of the High Court. only.
Lordship. The SLC is speaking, Lordship, held on 18/12. Annexure 9 to the writ petition with a communication under memo number so and so that the application of the petitioner for commission appointment was rejected due to non-availability of vacant post of LDA.
Yes,
And he was also not approved by the selection by DLC. then. But Lordship, there is no order to that effect, rejection on that ground.
read annexure 9, please. Where is annexure 9?
Page 51, Lordship,
Page
51.
Yes,
I have the honor to inform you that Sri Sujitra Das, son of late Durlab Chandra Das, UD extent of Jorhat Gidarti Girls High School, expired on 27/10/2004, applied for the post of LDA on commercial ground on 13/12/2004. But due to non-availability of vacant post of LDA extent, he was not approved by selection by the DLC Jorhat then. And again, he applied to 27/2/2004 appointment as LDA extent on commercial ground. The DLC Jorhat approved his name to appoint as LDA on commercial ground. Hence, I furnish here with all relevant records along with the application for favor of your kind information. This communication comes after the rejection, Lordship. This communication comes after the rejection.
yes,
by
so
the-
obviously, after rejection only, they can communicate. How can you communicate before that? They have taken a decision because there is no vacant post. That is right. What is wrong in it?
But afterwards, there is certain development.
Oh, afterwards, is it a review?
That
It
they
is
have
not
asked me to-
possible, gentlemen.
Lordship, they have asked me to resubmit my application,
That is your case.
Lordship.
Thank you. Dismissed.
Deeply obliged.
Item 12.
May I please allow? My lord, for construction and development of a road, the land acquisition proceedings, even the specifications of the land are yet to be finalized. Nothing has been done. My lord, the graph who is to make the construction, my lord, has made given instruction to the deputy commissioner. Kindly issue some instruction because some people are raising constructions on the right of way. Based on that, a 133 order, CRPC order has been issued. Now, taking advantage of that, my lord, we are prevented from cultivating our private land. And these are all seasonal, my lord, fruits and other trees, my lord. And I paid for an interim order that I should be allowed to use my private land. Now, an order has been passed, Lordship, you kindly have a look at the order, status quo. This is not going to help me, my lord. That is why I'm before Lordship.
Where is the order?
Page 74 is the order. The
The
operative,
order of the learned single judge.
my lord. Page
Just
70,
hold on, Mr. Mazumdar.
my lord,
This is an order in what proceeding? Writ petition before Itanagar bench.
my lord,
Okay.
my lord.
Why
Page-
couldn't you file an appeal there?
Well-
Why couldn't you file an appeal in Itanagar? There's no bench.
No bench. Page 74 starts, my lord, page 75, the last paragraph is the operative part.
Yes, Mr. Chaudhary. How is it a public nuisance?
My lord, just one submission. This 133 can be utilized when there is a nuisance in the public road. And it's a private land, my private land.
Yes.
Yes, my
How
lord.
133 applies?
Yes, my lord. Also kindly come to
Let
the.
us see the 133 order first.
My lord.
My lord. Page
Where is the
58,
satisfaction?
page 58, my lord.
Where is the satisfaction?
Yes, my lord.
CRPC dena.
Yes, my lord.
50?
Page 58.
Yes.
Your lordship kindly come to the, my lord. That boundary wall shall, that whereas it is observed the construction activities such as construction of concrete boundary wall, shelters, plantation, cultivation, etc. being carried out at various location public on the right of way with an intention to the claim of the compensation at the time of land acquisition. This is the intention, my lord.
All right.
And your lordship kindly come to the drainage in the last paragraph, my lord.
Yes.
Now, therefore, I, so and so deputy commissioner under the 133 do hereby prohibit all kind of unauthorized construction, my lord.
Yes.
That is important, my
So
lord.
construction is all right.
Yes, my
but
lord.
How can you restrain them from accessing the road? That is what their question is.
Only that part, my lord, is correct, but other part, my lord, if your lordship state the order, then
No,
that's
we
the
we can make it clear
Yes,
that no construction will be allowed,
yes,
but they will be allowed to access the road.
Yes.
What is wrong in it?
My lord, access the road and we should be allowed to cultivate in our private land. That much observation I want.
There is no stay of cultivation on a private land.
My lord, lordship will kindly say. I have
The
made a
stay is on plantation or cultivation
yes,
on the right of way.
yes,
My lord,
That you can't do.
my lord,
Hey,
that,
Mr. Mazumdar,
my lord,
we know very well what is happening in
my
Arunachal.
lord, that I am also aware.
Every public project comes up, people start encroaching
Yes,
upon the
my lord.
lands, they start buying the lands. Public project never happens.
Lordship will by a further stricter order prevent that. My lord, I am not on that. We are not making any such construction. What we are saying is, my lord, in our private land, we want to.
We will not give any handle to anyone under the garb of this order. We'll just make it clear,
Well.
no construction activity anywhere, only access to the right of way, that's all. Nothing beyond that. Only that clarification we can make.
My lord,
If you want, we can do it, otherwise
my lord,
feel happy with whatever you.
I want only clarification basically.
That is all.
Well.
No further clarification, allowed to access that land, allowed to access that land. If the right of way goes to your land, use it. Nothing beyond that.
Just for a moment, have a look at this averments made in the requisition. Why I have come before lordship. Lordship, may kindly turn to page 44, my lord.
Yes.
Paragraph 3, 4, 5, 6, we have stated clearly that what is the purpose of approaching this on the court. Petition number 1 is the owner of land by way of inheritance which are located 3 different areas at Karko village in the district of Upper Siang.
We are just
We-
not bothered about how you acquire the title to the land. We are only concerned that the access way to the public project should not be encroached. That's all.
Madam, we are not going to prevent anything.
Only that, and other we'll make it very clear
Madam.
that if there is any construction or obstruction on that road, immediately prosecution will be started.
Madam, so far as we are concerned, my lord, on the road, we also do not want to make anything.
That is what the order is.
No,
The
madam,
order, read,
my lord, the purpose of approaching the Supreme Court is, my lord, my
all right,
lord,
where is your protest that you are not being allowed to access the road? Where is your protest to the magistrate concerned? Let us see.
my lord,
Go to the magistrate.
my lord, since 133 order is otherwise clear that on the right of way, nothing should be allowed. And we are also,
No,
At one-
construction. So right of way will be stopped for access. There is no such order. If you have that apprehension, go to the magistrate.
my lord, kindly visualize one thing.
Yes.
I've understood, we are otherwise agreeable to what your lordship is saying. I'm just indicating, my lord, what is happening is there is already a road. Now it will be maybe widened by another 20 feet, 30 feet, whatever it is.
Yes.
We have nothing to do with this. What we are saying is our land is inside in the village. Now what they are doing is they
That
are
is
not
a
allowing
disputed
to-
question of fact, Mr.
My
Mazumdar.
lord,
That becomes a disputed question of fact.
no, my lord, right of way is not the land where I am cultivating. That much only. That clarification only lordship will kindly.
Absolutely no. So you want us to pass that order regarding a stricter implementation of the 133 order?
So far as the right of way is concerned,
Yes.
we are not.
Mr. Mazumdar, there is no such restriction
My lord.
that the right of way access will be closed. What the anxiety of the magistrate is,
My lord,
no
we-
construction
my lord, I
activity.
have understood, my lord. We have approached the Supreme Court because taking advantage of this 133 order.
So go
we
to
are-
the magistrate
My lord,
and say that order is being misconstrued. Tell him, let him apply his mind. He has the means to make an inquiry. Why a writ court should be called upon to do so?
lordship make an observation, will approach the magistrate.
All right. So you withdraw the writ petition also?
If that observation is there, we can withdraw, my lord.
Then counsel, after addressing the court for some time, come on. Then counsel, Mr. Mazumdar, senior counsel, Mr. Mazumdar, representing the appellants, urges.
Or
that-
my lord, let the writ remain pending, lordship.
So
may
withdraw
kindly
your
some
appeal.
some
Then we don't need to. We'll say
My
that it is not even maintainable. It's premature.
lordship may kindly have a look at page, just one paragraph.
Yes.
Paragraph 15 of my writ petition, my lord.
Yes,
Page 47.
yes. Read.
The petitioner states that in the first week of September 2023, when the petitioner, page 47, you know,
Hmm,
paragraph 15.
yes.
The petitioner states that in the first week of September 2023, when the petitioners were preparing to cultivate in their own lands, all of a sudden the local police officials prohibited them from cultivating and further
So,
restricted
Mr.
them.
Mazumdar,
My lord.
this is a disputed question of fact. Whether writ court is going to make an inquiry
Well,
into this.
My lord, it will be a disputed question of fact if they dispute. They cannot dispute. My lord, lordship will kindly visualize one thing. In Arunachal Pradesh, there is no land called government land.
We know,
All are
we
private
know,
land.
we know.
So
So
we-
whenever there is an acquisition, all entire thing is either encroached or it is taken to possession or purchased by people with affluence. That is what is happening.
Now, here is different. My lord. We are not on compensation right now. We are only is our grievance is that we want to cultivate in our land, nothing else, my lord.
Do it. Who has stopped you?
No, they
You
have
fail to
stopped-
understand.
This is what we have stated, my lord. They have not denied this, my lord.
You have to go to the magistrate and tell him that under the garb of your order,
My lord.
we are being restrained or obstructed from approaching our fields. Simple as that. We'll get a clarification.
That liberty may be given to us.
All right. And counsel,
We have-
Mr. Mazumdar, submits
that
that under the garb of the order dated 12th September 23, whereby, the following directions, wherein the following directions have been given, the police authorities are obstructing the petitioners herein from accessing the public right of way so as to approach their own private lands for cultivation. He thus submits that the petitioners may be permitted to approach the executive magistrate concerned,
Yes.
being the Deputy Commissioner, Yingkion, Upper Siang District, to seek this clarification so that the petitioners can approach their own
Private.
fields, private fields, freely. Mr. NNB Chaudhary is an additional advocate general appearing for the state of Arunachal Pradesh does not object to said prayer in view of the above, comma, leaving the appellants herein at liberty to approach the executive magistrate concerned with a suitable application, comma, the instant writ appeal, proceedings of the instant writ appeal, as well as of the writ petition number so and so are closed.
If I'm agreed, my lord, I can approach.
In case the petitioner's grievances still subsist, comma, they shall, appellant's grievances still subsist, they shall be at liberty to take recourse of the suitable remedy before the appropriate forum.
Indeed.
Ready?
Lordship, item number 3, it's a suo motu PL, Lord. The instructions is available otherwise, Lord. Lordship,
Instruction is,
instruction is available, Lord. Detailed report has come, Lord.
what is it?
Lord, I have given copies.
File it on record,
Yes, yes.
file it.
File.
That's what we have said.
We'll file. Lord.
Mr. Nath appears for the respondents. He prays for and is granted 4 week time to submit a response on behalf of the authorities.
Lordship, Lordship has otherwise directed personal affairs to the office of Lord. That,
No, you never said so.
Lordship,
Who said so?
my colleague has said.
No, no,
Lord,
Not at all.
I am obliged. Lord. All right, Lord.
Pass over matter, item 5 to 7, along with item 27.
Admission.
So I'm sure they are happy now, lordship, they are all admitted.
Except for the poor girl who had to lose
Yes,
the life.
that is the only pathetic story, very tragic.
All right. So now we can close the appeals. We'll say that the orders are quashed, orders and the admission list, qua the exclusion of the appellants. Insofar as the appellants have been excluded, to that extent, the impugned action is reversed. And the appellants, of course, will have to get their certificates verified.
Yes, lord.
That already, that fourth candidate also has been given admission.
We have already communicated, it will be done today.
It will be done today. That's all. Okay.
Today, he will get.
Okay, very well.
In
Then
case
we'll,
we are aggrieved by the verification, we'll have the
of
liberty
course,
to.
you will have the liberty, of course.
That will be a
We'll-
separate cause of action.
That will be a separate cause of action. So disposed of all 4.
Yes.
In this case, Mr. Mahanta, this has been the ardent support of the Learned Advocate General in these matters. Yes,
Very
he has
grateful,
supported you fully
very grateful. to
and
you.
very fair on his part, we must say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that there's one more matter, as we suppose. Item number 18.
I think they paid for infringement. One case is there.
Yes, my lord. My lord, I appear for the applicant in this matter, my lord. Well, what had happened, I'll just give a brief synopsis, my lord.
Yes.
28, my lord, there was an impugned notice.
You are coming in which matter?
My lord, item number 19.
19.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
My lord, lordship should remember, my lords,
Hmm.
there was an impugned notice dated 28/09/2023 by way of which Chani Bhuya and 3 others were ousted, my lord. 29th, I filed a writ appeal before my lords, this honorable court, my lords,
Hmm.
and there was an order of stay, my lords, by my lords on 29th.
Hmm.
Now, my lords would come to page 17 of the IA, my lords.
Yes.
This was the impugned notice, my lords.
17.
Page 17, annexure D, my lords.
Yes. Yes.
I'll just read 2 paragraphs, my lord. The first paragraph, in pursuance of the Honorable Guwahati High Court's order dated so and so, passed in so and so, this is for information of all concerned. The names of candidates who belong to so and so are published in the official website of the Directorate and are provisionally selected for admission into first year MBBS BDS courses in the government medical and dental colleges for the session 2023.
Hmm.
The admission notice by such and such are hereby cancelled.
Yes.
We were against the second paragraph by which our candidature was cancelled.
Hmm.
Now, along with this notice, my lords, there's a list of candidates who were admitted, my lords.
Yes.
My lords, would turn to the page number 21, my lords.
Yes.
We are concerned with serial number 28.
Yes. Uma Gwala.
Uma Gwala, and my lord would see she is not a aspirant for medical, but she's a dental. She's admitted against a dental seat, my lords. Government Dental College, Silchar.
Yes.
So thereafter, when my lords had passed the order on 29th, on 29th itself in the evening, another notice was issued, my lords, by the DME, which my lords would find at page 22, my lords.
Yes.
Now, as per this admission notice, my lords, lordship would come to the list appended to it. The last page, my lord, page 26.
So was Uma Gwala originally selected
She was selected on 28. She had no.
in the original list? She was not
Because, my lords,
selected.
BDS and MBBS, for example, my lords, BDS, the last date was 30th of September.
Yes.
But BDS counseling is still going on till 30th of October.
Yes.
Because that order was passed, my lord, I was admitted and thereafter I assume, my lord, because of that order, I was ousted, my lord, page 26. And no reasons have been furnished why, my lord. Page 26, lordship would see serial number 32, Uma Gwala,
Yes.
code NA, not available.
Where are you reading? Page,
Page 26, my lord.
serial number?
32, my lords,
Yes. NA.
NA.
Hmm.
I'm a medical dental. I was selected against the dental seat, my lords. I had no business with.
And her certificate was verified.
Yes,
by
everything
the-
was verified. There's no dispute regarding the certificate. Only because of that order, my lords. I
But
presume.
why were you not originally selected? We want to know. There were 3 previous admission notices.
Yes, yes.
Why were you not original?
Those were pertaining to MBBS, my lords.
Only, are you sure?
MBBS, BDS, because BDS is still going on. Counseling is still going on. There are still seats.
Where is your initial admission notice?
Yes, sir.
Because this 28-9
Yes.
probably is because of the verification exercise, re-verification exercise carried out pursuant to 19-9.
1999.
So what is your original status?
My lord, this was the first time I was selected, my lord, because there are other students also. They're still being selected, my lord. The last date is 30th of October.
Mr. Saikia?
I have to obtain answer, but one thing is very clear, page 26.
Hmm.
There are one TGL seat for Barak Valley.
Yes.
And her position is much below the person who was selected, Nikita Roy.
Nikita Yadav.
Nikita Yadav.
Hmm.
Her position is 9273.
So there is only one seat.
Only one seat for Barak Valley.
Okay. Yeah.
So Nikita will get on merit.
Yes. That
My
is
lord,
explanation.
Because, my lord, the counseling is still
Merit
going-
can't be met. So all right, we'll say that if the counseling is going on,
My lord,
if there is any vacancy,
Yes.
and since your certificate has been verified,
Yes.
if you fall in merit, you'll be considered
On merit, yes.
on merit, of
Yes.
course.
But one thing is that in another person's appeal, he has filed for impleading here. Technically, there is some.
Why this impleadment in this appeal? We don't understand.
my lord,
You should have come to court by a separate petition.
Exactly.
This hiatus is not maintainable.
my lords, why I have filed the IA. My lords had passed the order on 29th, my lords. And
Yes.
pursuant to that order, this list was published. So I pray for implement as well as modification of the order, because it was because of the order passed on 29th.
You're,
My admission was.
we don't understand, Mr. Mantha. This was not required to be brought to the division bench. You should have filed a separate petition.
It would have gone to the, my lords, single bench then.
So what?
Mhm.
So that means you can come to the division
No,
bench by a
Because of,
different measure,
because, my
in
lord,
a different kind of mechanism.
no, my lords,
That's
with all
not
due respect, my
permissible.
lords, honorable single judge couldn't have modified my lord's order, my lords.
So there's no need of modifying. It's only a clarification required that the counseling is going on. If you are in merit, you will be considered. That's all.
Now, on the basis of the today's order, lordship, they can always go. The
Right.
vacation bench is also there.
Yes. So we'll leave you to file a writ petition in the single bench. Vacation benches are fine.
Court is closing tomorrow.
Vacation bench. is-
Vacation benches are functioning.
My lords, just a clarification, my lords.
But why?
20
This
29th
IA is
or
misconceived.
29th or-
We have not passed any order against this candidate.
No, my lord, but
So,
it was, my lord, the notice states, my lord, I'll come to the impugned notice, page 27.
yes,
My lord,
no,
not page.
we are not
My-
very satisfied with you.
My lord, just,
application.
I'll just.
Yes.
My lord, page
He is not a
20,
candidate who was originally admitted and then ousted because of that order.
no, my lord,
So
I was
he
admitted, I was admitted on.
Even we don't know how she was admitted initially. When a person higher in merit was already there against that single seat.
No, no,
What
no,
is it?
no, my lord.
Yes.
28, I was admitted as per merit only, my lord. Thereafter, pursuant to my lord's order,
Hmm.
on 29th,
That candidate must have been ousted because of the exercise undertaken by the learned single judge's order. So obviously, that consequence has to come.
but my
That
lord,
Nikita Yadav, is she there in the first list?
yes, she was also there, my lord.
Let's see.
Yes.
Where is it?
Nikita Yadav, my lords, page 20, serial number 27.
Yeah, yes. But what Ms. Saikia says is that, but the problem is that there is no information. You file a red petition. Chairman.
My lord,
We'll
I
make
need
it
just
clear.
one line, one page, my lord, page 22, my lord.
Yes.
In pursuance to the Honorable Guwahati High Court order dated 29/09/2023 in respect of WPC so-and-so writ appeal number 383, my lord.
Yes.
That's the reason why I filed, my lord.
We don't know what the status of your original certificate was. You seem to have come in because of that exercise owing to the illegal inquiry. That is what the status is. You can't get it otherwise also. IA dismissed. That is what the exact precise situation is. You have got in because of that exercise wherein the verification of candidates who were not originally admitted. That was done and your certificate has been.
Just
included.
one observation in that case, if there is any vacancy, I may be accommodated, my lord. Only that observation, my lord.
Will not make any sort of observation. You may withdraw your IA, seek liberty to file a writ petition.
I seek liberty
Mr.
to-
Mantak claims liberty to withdraw this IA, seeking leave that the applicant may be permitted to file a writ petition before the single bench for ventilating her grievances.
My lord, deeply obliged.
So this Chenny Buyan will also go with those three matters.
Yes, Lord.
It's not disposed of, my lord, Chenny Bhuyan.
So we'll
It can be
dispose-
disposed on the same lines, my lord.
Dispose of.
Highly obliged.
But Chenny Buyan, and there are
And there's another writ appeal, 3 writ appellants, my lord.
3 + 1, 4.
4.
But then yesterday's order would make it 5, Ms. Saikia.
Today,
My
they
lord,
got in the first list.
Chenny Bhuyan and 3 others.
She was already there in the first list.
Before the cutoff list.
Yes, before the cutoff list. Yes,
Deeply obliged, my lord.
all right, dispose of. Both.
Item 18,
Hmm. Yes.
Government has filed the affidavit and it is found to be in my favor, my lord. All along, since whatever I said before this annual court, that has been clearly stated in the affidavit.
What is your case, please?
My lord,
Affidavit?
here,
Can we get the affidavit of government? Do
we
you
filed
have
it.
an extra copy?
Here, my lord, on the day of registration of my lord, NEET UG, my lord, then this appellant
Hmm.
all along he applied as OBC NCL, my lord,
Anurag Chetri.
on Rakshati.
Okay, there.
And the respondent number 5, she fill up as general, my lord, though OBC, but she fill up as general category, my lord. And
Yes.
subsequently, my lord, when state merit list was prepared,
Hmm.
then the respondent number 2 issued a notice, my lord, where on 1/7/2023, it was issued notice saying that if any candidate desires to change the category,
Change the category.
they may change. And the period was given for 7 days.
Hmm.
And that too, my lord, in that case also, she has not applied, she has not,
File.
my lord, she has not applied for the changing of
Change in
category.
category. Okay.
And that part, who applied in the changing of category, that list has been enclosed by the respondent number 2.
Okay. In the affidavit.
63 candidates, my lord.
Hmm.
Where I have seen, my lord, she did not apply.
Okay.
And it was, picture was clear, she did not apply. And my
What
lord,
is the name? What is the name?
Siana Kashyap.
Shana Kashyap.
Law.
So, what is this list at page 161?
Yes. My lord,
161.
state revised list, lordship will find at 61 page number.
Okay. So she doesn't get it.
She didn't get.
Unreserved. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then my lord, when counseling, first, second, third, and fourth. My lord, all along she was general, my lord. And I was OBC NCL. In fourth round, straight round, I got I was selected, my lord.
Okay,
I was selected as OBC NCL.
where is
and
that?
again, Lordship will find at page. At page, Lordship. At page, notice is at page 92, Lordship. And Lordship select list will find
Just
94, Lordship. Relevant portion, my lord.
94.
94, my lord. The serial number, Lordship will find 188,
Yes,
Anurag Chetri.
yes.
OBC
198, 188, yes.
Yes,
Anurag Chetri.
Anurag Chetri and OBC, MBC and Kokrajhar Medical College, Kokrajhar, my lord.
Okay,
Where in 93 is the last round, my lord.
yes.
In 93, Lordship page number 93.
Shayana Kashyap,
Siana
NA,
Kashyap,
NA,
General.
general. Okay,
General.
what is the date of this stray round?
That
28/9,
28.
28/9.
28.
Okay, then what happened?
Then, my lord, on 29th,
Hmm.
in terms of this honorable court's order, my lord, Lordship will find at page 95,
Yes.
WPC number 5C730.
Hmm.
At para, Lordship will find para 6 and 7.
Hmm.
In view of the above, rejection of the application of the daughter of the petitioner for non-creamy layer certificate by the order dated 18/9/23. is
So she had applied for the NCL certificate.
In
It
the-
was not granted to her.
Yes,
So
and
that's right. If she's entitled to a certificate and it was wrongly denied, obviously she has to be considered. What is wrong in it?
no, my lord, here, my lord, she did not apply in time. She had to apply within the period, my lord, that
What is the time?
that is
Time window.
1st of April 2022 to 30th of
March
31th of March 2023.
23. Okay.
She did not apply.
Where is that time window provided?
My lord, that
Regulations, guidelines,
bulletin is there, my lord.
bulletin. Where is that bulletin? Is there, all right, is there any indication in the original admission notice that this certificate should relate to this particular period? Is it there anywhere?
Yes,
Where is it?
Lordship. This is the. That is
All right, where is the date of our application?
Lordship.
Let us see the date of application. One one seven. 117. Where is their affidavit? Affidavit filed by the respondents. Not there. You must have mentioned it in your red petition, Mr. Purkar. Let's read. Your red petition is annexed. Red petition has not been annexed. Obviously, because he was not a party. Where is the bulletin, NEET bulletin 2023? You have mentioned at page 30 that the NEET bulletin says that no correction facility, including category change, will be given at any stage after registration. Where is that mentioned?
Bulletin. We'll find
Page
I've taken my.
Okay, let's see. And where is the state notice whereby this change has been allowed?
In our affidavit, we have annexed that, Lordship.
It's like, yeah,
No.
is your notice not contrary to the NEET bulletin? Can you go beyond that?
That is, there are two separate stages. One event is that qualifying examination where the students have to apply for the,
Have you got the bulletin?
and yes, I have the NEET bulletin.
Read this page 4.
Yes, Lordship. Now, yes.
Seems to be some incongruence.
Now coming to there, this is one draft. This is regarding the NEET examination.
Yes.
So once you submit, you cannot change.
Hmm.
Thereafter.
So if in NEET, some person applies in a particular category,
Yes.
can he change in the state merit
The
list?
central government has also done it once, Lordship, 2021. Central government,
Can-
Lordship.
Can that be a reason? Can that
No,
be
we
a,
are-
because
we are not
this
following it. We are not following.
NEET bulletin is of the year 2023.
23.
You have to follow that bulletin for these exam.
No,
admissions at least.
2023, in central government in PG, in postgraduate,
Hmm.
29/7/2023, it was allowed.
Postgraduate, this is for UG. UG
UG.
specific instruction. Specific instruction of NEET.
There are other parts also.
Okay, let's see. We must be satisfied before take any decision.
If Lordship is pleased to take 6.1,
At page number
page 23,
of your affidavit
yes, of the bulletin.
bulletin. Page 23.
Page will be at the below,
Yes, 6.1.
6.1.2. The counseling for admission to the seats under control of state government U3 shall be conducted by the designated authorities of the state as per notification issued separately by the authorities concerned. The result of NEET may be utilized by other entities of central and state governments in accordance with their respective eligibility criteria, other norms, applicable regulations, guidelines, rules. The results data may be utilized in BSc so and so, so and so. Coming to 6.1.4. During counseling, the eligibility criteria, self-declaration, various documents of the eligible candidates shall be verified as per norms by the respective authorities, medical, dental colleges. NTA does not have any responsibility towards correctness, genuineness of the uploaded information documents during the application process. This application process is the subsequent one. We have to issue a separate notice which was issued on 28th of July. And his certificate was thereafter. Very interesting, Lord.
No, I have earlier certificate also.
What have you filed along with your application? That is what the relevant certificate is.
Uploaded was on 27th July.
No,
The date was,
that was not been questioned, my lord, anywhere by the authority.
we have not questioned anybody's.
That's right.
We allowed everybody to bring their.
So where is that notification whereby you allowed the candidates to
Yes.
change their category?
Page 157, Lordship.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yes, yes, that is it. Running page 157
Of your affidavit,
of our affidavit, Lordship. Yes.
157.
Admission into first year MBBS courses, etc. This is information all concerned NEET UG provisional merit list for the state of Assam is now available in the official website of Directorate. Candidates whose name appeared in provisional list and want to change their category can now apply in prescribed format. Why we have done it, Lordship? Because we have number of candidates who did not have either the NCL or the caste certificate at the time of applying before the NEET, and later on they procure it. In the instant case, both these parties, repetition as well, they procure it after the process started. It is not that we have taken side of one particular.
Yeah, no, that's
We have
right.
given an equal level playing field to everybody. If it was not done, Lordship, then from next year we will not issue this.
Because that creates confusion. There has to
No,
be a cut
there
date.
is further in the NEET, there is further
This
clause 15.
15 page.
Yes. Page 15, page 54. Merit list for other than all India quota. C, 15.4.c.
Yes.
Let me read the ABC. NTA will provide all India rank and result will be shared with the DGHS.
to provide the same to the admitting authorities. The admitting authorities will invite applications for counseling. This is the application, this is the notice for admission.
Admission.
And three,
When did that start? When did that start?
that started on 20th of July.
July.
20.
Okay.
The
So
third
even
is
in-
the admitting authority, counseling authority will draw a merit list of the candidate based on all India rank in their respective categories declared by the candidate at the time of applying for admission counseling as per state applicable laws.
Yes.
So this creates a different situation.
But what we feel is that now this process is already
Over.
over or it's almost at the culmination. But you should fix dates that any certificate obtained after this particular date
Lordship,
should not be accepted. So
absolutely.
this
Lordship,
creates unnecessary confusion and
absolutely.
litigation. So
They
there
should
should
know.
be an absolute certainty that what the date of the certificate should be.
Actually, we have to sensitize the parents also for that.
Yes, yes,
Because these are very young students.
that's right.
They are 17 years,
I'll tell
16
you,
years.
just like
They do not have their
an
certificate.
interesting story. There in the Rajasthan Judicial Services examinations, there was a candidate who applied under the OPC NCL,
Lordship.
but her certificate was not of the proper date. So we rejected the candidature. Then she filed an application. We gave her an opportunity that, all right, we will treat you in the unreserved category. And in the interview, she performed exceedingly well. But unfortunately, she could not make the cutoff. So that judgment, Sakshi Ada, is exactly the same judgment.
Lordship.
Judgment Sakshi Ada. That if any certificate obtained after the cutoff date, that would not entitle the candidate to change the category. That is what the law is.
Only thing is that only distinguishing fact is that that is after a certain age for service. Here it is.
No, no,
for
no, no. That was also admission matter. Admission matter.
Sakshi mein.
Sakshi Ada.
Sakshi are, huh?
Yes.
SLP one.
मंगाया ना अभी हमने statement। नहीं दिया क्या? देखिए प्रिंट निकाला है। Read that judgment, it will directly cover the controversy.
I'll go through it, Lordship.
So-
Now, the thing, what we can see, Lordship, there are two separate events. One is for qualifying examination.
That is neat.
That is one part.
For this
The
state,
other part is that state,
so there is a fresh application
place
process.
application process.
So
That-
what we feel is that the category in which the candidate wants to apply
Lordship.
should be fixed by
For
reference to
all-
that,
all
for
purposes.
with reference to that date. Beyond that, there should be no change.
Yes, Lordship.
That is what the law of the land is.
Lordship.
You read Sakshi Ada, 28/7 should be the date on which the candidate should come with a clear intent under what category he or she wants to apply.
Lordship. This is a dynamic situation, so we'll have to, because this creates problem.
We are
And we
seeing it
got 67 applications for
for
change of
change in
category.
category.
Yes, Lordship. 63 to be
Mm,
precise.
mm.
And
So
we
now-
allowed everybody. And there are earlier instances when they came before the honorable court in previous years, Lordship. I
Yes.
was always appealing in those cases.
Hmm.
There were directions to allow change of categories.
But now the law is settled. This 2023 judgment,
Lordship,
if you have a look at it, now last date of applications,
Lordship.
that is the standard date on which the
Exactly.
candidate's caste or the category should be considered,
Lordship.
not beyond that.
Now this application,
Yes.
his certificate is of, in our affidavit, we have very categorically stated.
Where is it? Let's see.
Is page 177.
Yes.
He got the
But,
certificate on
Ms. Sakia,
25th
Ms.
of-
Sakia, just a moment. She never applied for change of category.
She did not apply.
Never.
Never. That's why she came to the honorable court.
So then where is the question of she being granted relief?
Because we have done it as per the honorable court.
No, not
Yes,
in dispute, but that judgment is before us.
Yes, Lord.
So if she never applied pursuant to the notice dated 18/9,
At that point of, she did not get, and she came to the court because she is not getting the.
she was
NCL.
not being provided with the NCL certificate. That's the situation.
Yes.
Hmm. So that was a case of wrongful denial of the certificate,
Exactly, Lord.
for which reason she could not apply under the category.
Exactly, Lord. And made it much above.
Much above. Yes, Mr. Chetri.
No, my lord, here Lordship will find at clause 622, my lord, of the
Yes.
bulletin, of the bulletin. Lord.
Yes. You see, your application as an NCL, your certificate as an NCL is also of a subsequent date.
No, it was applied on the within the time, my lord.
In pursuance of the July notice.
Lordship.
Okay.
On
6.2.
29
Yes.
March, I applied, my lord.
Yes.
And before that, my lord, I had the NCL certificate also, my lord. From
This 6.22 you are saying, you see, NCL certificates are dynamic.
Lordship.
They change with the income of the parents. So a candidate who is NCL in a particular year may not be NCL category in the next year.
Yeah.
That is why the requirement of having NCL, fresh NCL every year.
Yes.
So it's not everlasting certificate
Yes.
like a SGST certificate.
Yes, and that is my lord. The earlier NCL certificate was continued till 17th of June, March 2023.
Yes,
Then I had to apply fresh,
fresh,
my lord.
obviously.
And that, my lord, after getting the income certificate, my lord, I applied on 29th of March.
Yes, all right, you
And-
did it.
And I got it.
Assuming so.
Yes.
But in case of this candidate, respond number 5, her application for grant of NCL certificate was wrongly denied. So she could not have sought a change. When she got it, she immediately sought the change.
See,
So far as the direction of the single judge.
my lord, to that, my lord, I must say, my lord,
Hmm.
this clause 622, my lord. If at that time,
Hmm.
my lord, if the OBC NCL certificate is not there, my lord, with her, that declaration
is
has to
for-
be given, my lord.
Yes,
That declaration has not been given.
that is
by-
for NEET. That is
Correct.
for NEET.
No.
This is restricted to NEET, not the state-wise counseling.
No, in the lordship will find, in the last pair, my lord, I have take, my lord, that declaration form is there, my lord.
Yes.
Last form, last part, my lord.
So that declaration is in lieu of certificate. Yes.
Lordship, this declaration form has to be filled up. If not available, then too, she has to declare
Hmm.
that OBC NCL certificate will be produced at the time of
Yes, yes.
seat allocation, my lord.
Hmm. Hmm.
That is there. That has to be done, my lord. Otherwise, my lord, ABCD, somebody will come, my lord, how,
Ms. Saikia, what about this declaration? She has not given even the declaration.
yes.
The facts are before this honorable lordship. And she
Actually,
applied.
look,
on
we can't go behind the validity of the certificate. The validity is there. The state has given a general permission to all for getting the change in category. That issue is not in challenge in this writ petition or writ appeal. So she acquired the certificate on what date? What is it?
29th of June.
Her certificate is of 29 June.
No. Certificate of the application.
Application. So the certificate, date of certificate has to refer back to that date. That is what the law is. Because she was denied on the premise that the income of both the parents was assimilated. It was joined.
No, denial, my lord, that time it was not denied, it was pending. And since,
She was not granted the certificate, no fault of hers.
no, that,
So if she is of that category, why should she not be admitted when she stands in merit?
no, my lord, since the declaration had to be given by her, my lord.
That is for NEET. She didn't want a declaration in NEET. She applied in the general category. She got it.
No,
But
even
for
that,
this,
my lord, my prayer, as per this notice of this, the DME, my lord, respondent number 2, she had to apply, my lord. She had to apply.
Apply for
OBC
what?
NCL.
no, could not. She couldn't have
No.
because
my
she
lord,
was not having the certificate.
uh,
Her application would have been rejected
no.
on this ground.
No, my lord, since at that time of, if this application would have been submitted, my lord, at that relevant time, my lord,
Yes.
from 1 to 7, my lord. Then,
Is
then
it
and
a
there,
fact? Is it a fact or not that she had filed an application for getting the NCL certificate in June? You can't dispute that.
yes,
So her intention was very clear that I want to be treated as an NCL category candidate.
no, she had to give the application before the
Not
respondent
really,
number 2.
Chatri, no, not really, not satisfied.
And that declaration is not there.
Okay, thank you.
And my lord, since my lord, here, the respondent number 5, all along she had the counseling as general candidate, my lord.
We will deal with
And-
that argument.
And my lord, this honorable, the Supreme Court clearly said regarding this, my lord.
We will deal with those arguments. Okay, thank you. The
I love
Supreme
that.
Court has not dealt with the case wherein the candidate's application was either not dealt with or was wrongly denied. That is not the situation. Okay,
Deeply.
judgment reserved.
Item 22.
You given to someone, I don't know, Mr. I probably, we have given it to Mr. Chetri. Yes. Yes,
May,
what are these matters?
yes, sir, may I please with the Lord?
Yes. Yes.
My lord, the matter relates to, my lord, selection and appointment as an assistant professor, my lord, in the Department of Education in Deen Dayal Upadhyay College in the district of Hailakandi, my lord. My lord, pursuant to an advertisement issued, my lord, may just for the moment, if turn to page 67 of my memo of appeal, my lord.
Yes.
At page 68, my lord, we are concerned with the, my lord, education, 3 posts. 1 post is unreserved and 2 posts reserved for OBC and MOBC, my lord, and 1 post reserved for SC. And we are concerned with, my lord, the OBC category post. My lord,
Okay.
what has happened, my lord, pursuant to these advertisement, I did apply. My lord, in accordance with the, by annexing all the records. And what has done, my lord, I have submitted an OBC certificate. My lord, issued by the state of West Bengal. My lord, that certificate, my lord, I obtained by virtue of the, my lord, my mother's caste. Because, my lord, my mother belonged to the state of West Bengal and my father belongs to the state of Assam in the district of Karimganj. And both belongs to OBC category, my lord. Now, my lord, when I applied, the authorities processed my particulars, my lord, and after the interview, I was found, my lord, eligible and qualified and stood first in the merit list. An appointment order had also been offered to me, my lord. But before that, my lord, what has happened, my lord, when the my lord, particulars of the selection committee wrote it to the director, my lord, then the director objected regarding that this OBC certificate of the state of West Bengal is not a recognized category of.
Basically carrying the caste on migration. That is what the issue is.
No, my lord, the issue is further transfers, my lord, further travel. My lord, what has happened then this, when the director of higher education objected with the, my lord, caste certificate of the state of West Bengal, and he wrote a letter to the principal that you re-advertise the post because this caste certificate we cannot accept as this is not enlisted in the OBC category in the state of Assam. And accordingly, my lord, then the, my lord, principal of the college further communicated through mail as well as in the physical form that I have another caste certificate of my father, my lord, that is, my lord, from the state of Assam. That has been subsequently accepted by the, my lord, director of higher education and re-verified the entire exercise of selection and found me to be eligible. An appointment order had been offered, my lord. My appointment letter, my lord, may be pleased to find is at page, my lord, 129, my lord.
Yes. But you applied on the basis of a certificate
My lord.
obtained from West
My
Bengal.
From my mother, my lord. Later on, my father's certificate has also been, my lord.
Later, what is the date of application?
My lord, the date of application was, my lord, on the last date of application was on 28/10. My lord, admittedly, my lord, I have to submit fairly before my lord, my lord, my father's caste certificate, my lord. It has been submitted after the.
So that
My-
certificate can't be relied upon.
My lord, my
Settled law,
My lord.
Sakshiada,
My
same
lord,
judgment. Read the judgment.
my lord,
Yes.
my lord, I have just, my lord, in this.
So that is the answer to your
No, my lord, what has
troubles.
happened? That was not the issue, my lord, before the learned single judge. And the, when, my lord, this, my initial appointment.
So
my
there is
lord-
no question that you can't carry the caste from West Bengal.
My lord.
There is no dispute.
No
Settled law of
dispute, my
Supreme Court.
And the learned single judge has also not entered into that arena, my lord. The learned single judge ultimately in the order which we are impugned, my lord, in this petition, has held that a person having 2 caste certificate from 2 different states.
Can't take benefit
Yes.
thereof.
No,
We are now stepping a step further.
No.
We are putting a query
My lord,
that a caste certificate obtained after the last date can't be considered. That is what the law is.
my lord, that is,
So
my lord.
forget about the dual caste certificates. the caste certificate on which you rely upon,
My lord,
assuming that it is a valid caste certificate.
my lord,
But since it was obtained and filed after the last date for the
My lord.
applications,
my lord.
it can't be acted upon. That is what the law of Supreme Court says.
My lord, I have, from my limited source, my lord, I have also find out a law, my lord, of the Honorable Apex Court, my lord.
Read the latest judgment, 2023,
Dibba versus.
My lord.
Sakshi Ada.
Dibba versus on 9/10/23 Lordship.
What is the name?
Dibba versus Union of India Lordship.
Is the judgment named Sakshi Ada, ARHA.
Now, my lord, the learned single judge has not entered because, my lord, my appointment.
So we will enter into that controversy since we are aware of that judgment.
My lord.
So-
Now, my lord, what has happened, my lord, if my
Yes.
lord may be pleased to take up the last page of my memo of appeal at page 467, my lord.
Yes, please.
Paragraph 33, may I read, my lord? The
Mm.
last page of my memo of appeal, 467, my lord.
Mm.
It is not in dispute that the last date for submission of application as per the advertisement was 26/8/2020, and as a matter of fact, the candidature of the respondent number 6 was considered on the strength of the OBC certificate issued by the state of West Bengal.
Yes.
When the said certificate was found fault with at the stage of grant of approval by the director, it was the principal of the college who had forwarded the OBC certificate of Assam. An individual cannot have two different castes and equity
Yes.
will not permit to have an option to produce any certificate to the convenience to the such individual.
Yes.
The
Yes.
records also do not reveal that at any point of time,
Hmm.
the respondent number 6 had denied the OBC certificate of the state of West Bengal and had rather given the certain explanation regarding his parents,
Hmm.
who are stated to be from Assam and West Bengal. Such explanation, apart from being wholly unconvincing, also does not inspire any confidence. In
Yes.
view of the aforesaid factual position, this court may not even require to go to the aspect of the late submission of a
What is
caste
the problem?
certificate of eligibility regarding the reservation as the instant
Vijay,
case. There is
level-
apparently the serious inconsistencies in the caste of the respondent number 6, who admittedly has two OBC certificates denoting two different castes.
Yes.
So now, my lord,
Yes.
the respected learned single judge, my lord,
Hmm.
has held that as I am holding two caste certificate, therefore, my OBC is in doubtful, my lord.
Forget about that.
My lord.
We say that, all right, you have a second certificate of Assam
My lord.
that may be relied upon, but not in this process because you never applied on the basis thereof.
No,
The subsequently obtained certificate
my lord.
can't be treated as a valid certificate so far as this recruitment is concerned. That is what the law is. We'll consider our argument. Okay.
My lord, the law, my lord, as the learned single.
You
judge
show us
has
any
held-
contrary judgment, all right.
No, my
Or
lord.
to what proposition we are presenting,
My lord.
show us any contrary judgment. That the certificate obtained
My lord.
after the date of submission, last date of submission of application forms is to be treated as a valid certificate.
No, my lord, I have not obtained it after the cutoff date, my lord.
Presented,
My-
assuming
my-
that it is presented thereafter,
That is.
then
the-
also
That is the distinction, my lord. My date of certificate is of 2005, my lord.
not at all relevant. You did not rely upon it.
No, my
Should
lord.
have placed it with your application. You would have been treated as an OBC candidate.
My lord, if the, my lord, principal has seek for a, my lord, report.
We
from-
don't know how you managed to persuade the principal.
No, no.
That
no.
is your outlook.
We have not, I have not pursued, my lord. It
That
was,
is
my lord,
what are the-
with him.
What was the reason for the principal to have forwarded your second certificate?
My lord, my lord.
There has been some persuasive value.
My lord, may I pray, my lord, that the
Yes.
Madhuri Kumari Patil, that. the, my lord,
Absolutely
the
no.
Kumari Madhuri
Absolutely
Patil's
no.
issue, my lord.
We are concerned with the date on which the application was filed. That is
No,
what the
date, my
test is in this
No,
case.
my lord, I cannot for the, if my case is also going to be dismissed, I have to submit fairly before my lord. My lord, that it is after the cutoff date, my lord, that Assam certificate came into record.
So
But my lord, the honorable apex court has held that the, my lord, reservation is a, my lord, by birthright, my lord.
that
Now, my
we-
lord, that right, due to, my lord, as I am an
we are
officer.
showing you a judgment precisely on,
Then my lord may fix it immediately after the vacation. I will try to.
no, we are
satisfy.
deciding today, we have heard it. That's enough.
No,
We
my
are
lord,
showing you the latest
my
judgment.
lord, the judgment, no, my lord, on not that count, my lord. I would like to satisfy my lord if I can, my lord. That whether a
You have
person.
tried, we are not satisfied that. Now we have a decide, we have a habit of maybe taking hasty decisions, but you have to bear with
No,
us.
my lordship have to, my lord, but the issue, my lord, it is after the appointment, my lord, a person is going to be
Yes,
jobless.
yes,
That is
yes.
the issue, my lord.
That is
Now,
right.
whether my lord, a person who is an OBC by birth,
Hmm.
and that apart, my lord, my mother and father is both belongs to the OBC category.
He
only
took
due
that
to-
risk,
My lord.
took the risk of relying upon a certificate of a different
My
state,
lord, that the
even
West
though he's an
Bengal-
educated man.
My lord, the West Bengal certificate is also, my lord, has not come to any conclusion by the department or by the any other authority that that certificate for this reason cannot be relied on, my lord.
That is the Supreme Court
My lord.
judgment. You, on migration,
That
the
Kutta
person
Muslim, my
doesn't
lord.
carry the caste.
My lord.
Finishing judgment, lordship, honorable apex
No,
court.
I know, my lord, my learned friend is equipped with the latest judgment also, my lord, but I do not have that judgment at this moment.
So there's
My
a
lord, just
judgment
one
saying,
chance, one chance may be
Honorable
given.
Justice Dogoi's judgment,
My lord,
2018,
my lord.
SCST scheduled caste certificate on migration, it becomes ineffective.
It's a beating judgment, lordship. Delhi is all board, lordship.
2018.
Lordship, lordship. Delhi is all board.
My lord, may I rely upon a judgment? My lord, I have given it 2016, 4 SCC 754 million.
Yes.
I have given the book list of.
What is the ratio, please?
My lord, the ratio says, my lord, in paragraph 16,
Hmm.
my lord, it is says that the while taking a particular view in such matter, one has to keep in mind the objective
What happened
behind
to
the post of
Sakshi
SC,
Why
ST
is the book not
categories.
coming? The library doesn't have the volume of SCC. SCC का volume मंगा लीजिए ना.
Print करो ना सर।
क्या?
Sakshiara lordship 18 May 2023 judgment.
Yes.
And lordship after that the Dibba judgment is come on 9/10/2020.
All right, give this, give it.
I have already.
What is the name? All right. Yes.
My lord, may I read, my lord?
Hmm.
My lord, I am relying on paragraph 16, my lord. While taking a particular view in such matter,
Yes.
one has to keep in mind the objective behind the posts of SC and ST categories as per the constitutional mandate prescribed in Article 15(4) and 16(4), which are enabling provisions
Yes.
authorizing the government to make special provision for the persons of so and so categories. Articles 14(4) and 16(4) therefore intend to remove the social and economic inequalities to make the equal opportunities available in reality. Social and economic justice is a right enshrined for protection of society. The right in social and economic justice envisaged in the preamble and elongated in the fundamental rights and directive principle of the constitutions, in particular so and so to make the equality of the life of the poor, disadvantaged and disabled citizens of the society meaningful, so and so case. So, my lord, in our considered view, paragraph 18, the decision rendered in is in conformity with the proposition of law laid down by this court, which have been referred to supra. The division bench of the High Court are in revisiting the judgment in order to
Yes,
pass the learned single judge without noticing the binding precedent on the question of law laid down by the constitution bench of so and so, wherein this court, after interpretation of Article 14, 15, 16, and 39A of the directive principle of the state policy, held that the object of providing reservation to the so and educationally and socially backward classes of the society is to remove inequality in the public employment, as candidates belonging to these categories are unable to compete with the candidate belonging to the general category as a result of facing century of operations and deprivation of opportunity. The constitutional concept of reservation envisaged in the preamble of the Constitution of India of the directive principle of the state policy as to achieve the concept of giving equal opportunity to all sections of the society. The division bench thus heard in revisiting the judgment in so and so. Hence, the impugned judgment and order passed by the division bench in so and so is not only erroneous, but also suffers from the error in law, as it has failed to follow the binding precedent of the judgment in so and so and so and so. Therefore, the impugned judgment passed by the so and so, my lord, this is also a case wherein, my lord, the certificate was, my lord, produced after the cut-off date, my lord.
Very well, very well. Yes.
So, my lord, this is the concept of the, my lord, from my limited knowledge and limited understanding before
Yes,
my
please, yes.
lordship, my lord, what I beg to submit, my lord. As this person, my lord, is also belongs to a socially, my lord, backward community, my lord. The very
Yes.
concept of the reservation, just for a, my lord, reason, my certificate was there, my lord.
Hmm.
It was of the year 2000. Just for a moment, if my lordship peruse the certificate, my lord,
Yes, yes,
at page 73, my lord.
yes.
My lord, may kindly,
See, Mr. Boyan,
my lord,
in this judgment, that concept and the other Supreme Court judgments,
my lord.
that the eligibility is to be tested with reference to the last date of submission of the application forms. None of those judgments were considered, including Rekha Chaturvedi. So we don't know. Let's see how this judgment has been considered in Sakshiyada. Must have been done.
Paragraph 32 and 33, Lordship, Sakshiyara, Lordships indicated that part, Lordship. That was precisely said by the Honorable Apex Court.
What happened? Print out what judgment Ms. Gogoi has said.
Nara,
Why can't you pick out? It's a big judgment. That is Sakshiyada is about.
Sakshiyara is the small judgment. Sakshiyara, Lordship, almost 13 pages.
No, no, that is also about 70 pages.
36 pages.
Yes.
My lord, my caste certificate is at page 125,
Yes, please.
of the state of Assam, my lord.
All right, what the direction has been given by the learned single judge?
My lord, the learned single judge judgment, my lord, may be pleased to find for a fresh advertisement, my lord.
Okay.
At page 450, my lord, the last operative part is at page 468, paragraph 35, my lord. In view of the aforesaid discussion and the facts and circumstances, this court is of the considered opinion that case for review has been made on. My lord, actually what has happened? My lord, this judgment has been delivered in a review petition, not in the original writ petition, my lord. There are other aspects, my lord.
What has happened in the original writ
Yes, my
petition?
lord, in the original writ petition, there was no pleadings at all regarding the submission of the my caste certificate after the my lord, last date of submission of the application. This is a new grounds taken in the.
Very well, we'll post your matter of revocation.
My lord,
Try to convince.
my lord.
Okay, list. After arguing the matter for some time, Mr. Boyan, please for some more time to prepare the matter and address the court. List after ensuing puja vacations,
Obliged.
along with so and so. It's already there, so they are already tagged, yes.
Huh? No, no, no. Cross appeal is
15th
there.
November. All right, 15th November.
And another one, Lordship, may close also, that matter infructuous.
Which one? There is one appeal of yours which has become infructuous. please.
Item 21, Lordship, that
Writ appeal number so and so. Which one? 407 or 110? 110 in view of the subsequent developments, which have taken place during pendency of this writ appeal, the same is closed as infructuous.
My lord, may I pray for an interim observation, my lord, regarding status?
Then we'll decide, gentlemen. All right, to conclude your arguments, we'll decide it right now.
After the vacation, my lord.
obliged.
Obliged.
Lordship.
We'll consider your arguments. That is why we have kept the appeals pending. Otherwise, had it been his only sole appeal, we would have decided it right now. Your appeal has saved him, as a matter of fact.
Item 23.
Yes, what is it?
Another medical admission. Lord.
So someone else has been admitted. That is what the statement was.
No,
yesterday.
in this case, lordship, he did not have the certificate.
Who? This candidate?
Yes, lordship.
No certificate at all.
And the certificate was issued and immediately it was taken back.
Okay, okay. No, the issue is that what statement was made yesterday was that someone else has been admitted on that seat.
Yes, because that seat STP,
Ah,
one seat we said that it was vacant. That was it. We came to the conclusion on 29. So
Ah.
it was too short a time to go for a fresh round of counseling.
okay.
Therefore, that seat we have taken out and where lordship was pleased to provide the admission to the
To
team.
the other, yes,
Yes.
in that.
One
yes.
central government and one STP. That
Yes,
STP is this.
So the seats have gone, gentlemen. The STP seat has been
Lordship,
allotted to a person by virtue of the order of this court.
Lordship, according to our instructions, we have heard that the person who has been given the admission is a lady called Reena Nayak, and then she, I believe, is not an STP.
No, no, she is not an, the statement was given by the Advocate General that as on 30th September, there was no claimant for that seat. Therefore, that seat remained vacant.
Yes.
Could not have been filled up. It can't be carried forward. So in light of the judgment in Supreme Court judgment, case Krishna Sradha, we have directed it to be filled up. That's what the scene is. So maybe for the next year, you may have a case.
Lordship.
Let the
according to
state respond.
Impugned judgment, Lordship, according to the impugned judgment, it should be filled up by an STP, Lordship.
Let
Which
the matter
judgment?
come up after vacation, Lordship, nothing.
We'll see, nothing. Unless then Advocate General plays for time to
Second week of, third
Fine.
week of,
affidavit on behalf of the respondents. List in third week of November.
highly applied.
Okay.
Item 24,
May I please, your lordships?
Yes.
This case relates to selection and appointment of president, vice president of the school management development authority.
Yes.
And the government issued notification, lordships, that stating that after consultation of the headmaster and local people forward two names before the director. And director, after considering the names of single persons, forwarded the government for approval. Subsequently, that notification is modified. Director forward has been withdrawn, and deputy commissioner was the given forward. He will appoint the person with the consultation, with the approval of the guardian minister. Lordship, kindly see paragraph page 58.
Yes.
Notification dated 27th June 2016. Third paragraph, lordships, the government notification issued by number so and so 6th of August 2014 does not lay down any criteria for selection of the president, vice president, the SMDC, including uniform qualifications, etc. Many responsibilities have been delegated to the SMDCs, like selection of principal, headmaster, teacher, etc. In addition to powers and functions of the SMDC as narrated below, for which certain qualification of the president, vice president of the SMDC is required. Lordship, may turn page 61, lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, selection process of president, vice president. The inspector of schools, after consultation with the principal, headmaster, and local people, will forward two names to the director, secondary education, Assam, for each president and vice president, with the recommendation of the deputy commissioner within a period of 30 days. After considering the names, director, secondary education, Assam will provide the list to the government with his comments for selecting single name. After comparing the date of both the candidates, and then government will approve the committee. There's some date for some modified, lordship, page 65, second notification.
65.
65.
What has been done?
Lordship.
Deputy Commissioner
Yes,
has been empowered.
forward.
Okay, then
According in terms of the both notification, inspector of schools asked the headmaster to submit the names of two persons each. Accordingly, a meeting was conducted, two persons each forwarded before the authority as president, vice president. After receiving the fourth persons, again asked fourth person each to be submitted as per direction of the director. Accordingly, fourth persons' names have been forwarded for selection of president, single name is to be president, vice president. Whatever by impugned order, lordships, two persons have been appointed. Ignore the selection of the local person, lordship, that is page 80.
what do you mean by a local person?
Local
What is
person,
meant by a local?
area, guardians and area of that local person, that area is area of the school, lordship, and the guardians, lordship.
Yes.
Yes, lordship. The two persons, president, vice president, appointed, lordship, they have never been selected, never been forwarded.
Their names were not forwarded.
Their names never been forwarded.
Okay.
And notification itself says in terms of notification data so and so, lordship, 27, 6 and 16. And here is the inspector of his school have also appointed. But you cannot even.
All right, issue notice to the respondents.
Lordships, Lane Singh will just discontinue that interim order, lordships.
Notice of the prayer for interim relief also. Rule is made returnable in 3 weeks. Steps, 4 weeks. Steps be taken in 3 days, but after process be issued. Rule is made returnable in 4 weeks.
There is no application of vacation also, lordship, no affidavit.
Doesn't matter, doesn't. We'll examine, don't worry. Yes.
Lordship.
item 25,
Oblige.
Yes.
May it please, your lordship.
My lord, under a particular scheme of the government of India, my lord, police stations and other infrastructural activities are going on in the state of Assam. My lord, the earlier practice was, earlier the contract used to be based on procurement and construction. Now, my lord, they have introduced the new concept called, my lord, engineering, procurement and construction. That means it's a total turnkey project, including design, DPR, everything has to be done by the contractor. Now, for this particular work, my lord, this is the first time in not very large scale, my lord. The Assam Police Housing Board has introduced this system of EPC contract, engineering, procurement and construction.
Yes.
Now, my lord, if your lordship will kindly take the affidavit which we have filed, the tender starts at page number 315, my lord.
Page
315, it starts.
315, we don't have any such page. No.
There's an additional affidavit, my lord.
Nothing.
Oh.
Affidavit was filed yesterday along with the.
Oh.
My lord promised me to give a.
Let it be part of the record.
Can I pray, my lord?
Let it come in
My
vacations.
lord, there is difficulties, my lord. We are, in fact, we are before your lordships because Lanet Single Judge has refused interim relief.
Whatever, Mr. Chaudhary, documents are not there.
My lord,
It
can
is
we
stated.
give a little liberty to call that, my lord? After half an hour, my lord,
Engage us for half an hour then.
or at 2 o'clock, my lord. I'll not like to trouble your lordship at 2 o'clock.
No,
I
we
think by half an
are
hour-
not at all bothered, but you have to keep us busy. We give you liberty to, Mr. Chaudhary.
Anyway, my lord, I'll satisfy your lordship from the existing paper.
All right.
Only for a particular clause, I'll refer to that. My lord, will
We
kindly-
are giving you liberty. Mention it in the vacations. Get it heard.
No, my lord.
There are vacation
No,
benches.
my lord, they are going ahead with the tender. My lord. Anyway, let me try, my lord.
All right.
Lordships will kindly come to page number, my lord, 81.
So what is your grievance against this EBC mode?
No, my grievance is, my lord. Now they are insisting on, my lord, experience of doing EPC. Whereas the very tender itself emphasizes a clause whereby, my lord, even in ongoing projects, experience will also be counted. That's the whole thing, my lord.
You have not been non-suited as yet.
No.
You have applied. You have not been disqualified.
We could not apply, my lord, because of this clause.
Could not apply.
Yes.
Then there are people, qualified people who have applied.
No, my
So
lord.
what is wrong?
My lord, Lanet Single Judge.
That is what standards are to be applied
No, Lordship will
in a
kindly
particular
appreciate
project.
The Lanet
That is
Single-
for the employer to decide.
No, my lord, Lanet
Yes.
Single Judge denied us interim relief, taking note of 3 instances.
Yes.
In all the 3 instances, my lord, the provision there were enabling provision. That's why we are before our lordships. If our lordships will kindly come to page 81, this is the clause with which we are agreed, my lord.
Yes.
The contractor bidder should have experience of executing at least one building project of the value of not less than 50% of the estimated cost during the last 7 years.
So basically, you are agreed that you don't have a facility of architecture.
Yes.
Architect with
And
you.
that to executing part.
Yes.
But my lord, in the other tenders, my lord, which was relied upon by the Lanet Single Judge, though those were EPC contract, but where, my lord, facilities were provided or other enabling provisions were there, so that we can take help from them. We just want that only. Now, my lord, here they are insisting on the execution part. Now, if your lordship will kindly come to page number 93, this was one PWDT tender, which was referred by the learned government advocate and which was taken note of by the Lanet Single Judge, my lord. It starts at page 92. Special Chief Engineer PWD so-and-so, Chanmari Guwahati, on behalf of Governor, invites online EPC Model 1 e-tender in 2-bid system on engineering, procurement and construction mode. Now, if your lordship will kindly come to the next page 93. The bidder should engage a firm consultant, whether titled as architectural firm or engineering firm,
which shall provide consultancy service in project, detailed architectural drawing, detailed structural analysis, design and detailing all services, that drawing and approval.
So even that consultant is required to be having this
No,
experience criterion. and-
no, if this facility is extended to us, then we are in. Then my lord will kindly come to page number 149.
Is the court supposed to figure into the conditions of the contract?
No, it's not.
Then-
All that we are saying is, my lord,
Yes.
there was a total misreading of the contractual clause. In fact, my lord, to be honest to the learned single judge, my lord, if the petition was moved in very hurry, in fact, the whole tender was not annexed. That's why, my lord, we have to file that additional. affidavit.
Then what can be done?
Yes.
That's your fault,
No, my lord.
fault of the
kind-
appellant.
My lord, will
Mr.
kindly come to page 149.
Hmm.
This was another instance which was referred by the learned single judge.
Hmm.
Kindly see, my lord. This was again by the Assam Police Housing Corporation.
Hmm.
2.2.2.4 towards the bottom.
Yes.
Additional qualification.
Hmm.
Contractor bidders should have an experience of executing at least one building project of the
Yes.
value of not less than 50% of the estimated cost on engineering, procurement and construction or design and build more
Hmm.
in last 7 years, ending last date of the month previous to one in which tenders are invited. That's ongoing EPC and design and build project in which design engineering work has been completed and a certificate of such
Yes.
completion has been issued is eligible for this criteria.
Hmm.
So we are asking for this only, my lord.
All right, Ms. Chaudhary, but
So, my lord,
there
that
is
I
a choice
pray
of the
for-
employer.
I pray for
What
today,
kind
my
of
lord.
comprehensive the firm the employer wants?
Hmm.
It is the employer's choice. If they don't get such a bidder, that's a different issue.
Hmm.
But if such players are available
No, my
in the
lord,
market,
There
what is
are
wrong in
three
it?
big players have joined hands, my lord. Lordship will kindly appreciate, end of the day, distributive justice is a concept which our constitution has
understand.
recognized, my lord.
Not in
We are-
contractual
we are-
matters. Therein-
Under that Moitri concept, under the Moitri scheme, my lord, we have built a lot many our members of our association, including the Lotahila police station, which is just opposite to our court
Hmm.
premises, my lord. We have constructed those. We have the experience. So all that I pray for is, my lord, till the reopening, my lord, let them not open the financial bid.
No.
Meanwhile, let technical, evaluation
You've
go on.
not even applied. You've not even applied. What is the point of staying the tender? You just let us know. You are not even,
No,
you
my
were not even able to
The
apply.
managed single judge has not stopped everything, my lord.
Yes.
Single judge says, let them file the tender on 6th. Till then, that means Lanet Single Judge intends to consider.
So
But
already
in the
let-
meantime, if they open the financial bid, then, my lord, damage will be done to us. Only to that extent, my lord.
Not really.
And
Mr.
I don't
It's
think
not a
that-
case of
and, my lord,
interfering in the
this
interim
government,
stage.
government of India, my lord, sanctioned this scheme
We
in
can
February.
at
And
best-
they issued the tender on August. And Lanet Single Judge has taken note of
The-
that also.
Best liberty we can give you, get your affidavit tag and make a request to the vacation bench. That is the only thing we can say. Yes, we will constitute division bench. Don't worry. Division benches will be constituted if required. If there's an
Or, my lord,
emergent need,
Or, my lord, with the additional affidavit,
hmm,
we can approach the single judge also.
or do that. All right. Why not?
At least till 26, they will not finalize the.
We are not passing any order of stay, Mr. Chaudhary.
No, I'm saying not finalized. In any case, it will take some time.
So, all right, have faith in the capacity of the respondents in not finalizing the bid in this period.
My lord, it is a time-bound project, my lord. In fact, my lord, if your lordship peruse paragraph 7 of the my lord, signature order, it is reflected. My lord, another aspect is, my lord, it is not the first time. If your lordship must see page 125 of instruction placed before the learned single judge. My lord, in the bottom, in this context, it may be further stated that in some earlier EPC tender plotted online by the Assam Police Housing Corporation Limited, as well as few other government department has also laid down a similar criteria which has been followed.
No,
in
my
the
lord, my
present
learned friend
NIT.
has not got it, my
pertaining
lord.
to-
There are
Mr.
three-
Chaudhary submits that because as the writ petition was filed in an extremely emergent situation, the complete documents could not be annexed. Writ petition before single bench. Annexed therewith, and as a result, the appellants were prevented from projecting their entire case before the single judge at the stage of claiming interim relief. He thus craves liberty of the court to file the relevant documents in the writ petition and to make a prayer to the in the vacations to the vacation judge for considering the prayer for interim relief at an early date.
26th, my lord.
So you'll have to make a request to the registry for getting it listed, because we are not giving a date of writ petition. Permission,
Lordship has given the liberty, so we'll apply.
we will give it, the appellants are given liberty to approach the learned vacation judge with a prayer for early hearing, emergent hearing.
For consideration of the
liberty,
interim relief.
for consideration of interim relief with the additional documents which may be filed in the intervening period.
Yes.
With the above observations, the proceedings of this writ bill are closed.
ठीक है, deeply obliged, my.
Okay.
Item 26.
May I please, your lordship? Your lordships, in this petition, your lordships, I have challenged the action of the your lordship under SFPC. What happened in your lordship in this case against the order of the DM? I filed SFPC application before the DRT, and in the DRT, your lordship, my petition was dismissed. Till date, I have not got the order, your lordships. But my one submission, your lordships, I am bona fide. I'll pay the amount, your lordship.
So go to DRIT, file an appeal.
I'll go to DRT, your lordship.
Yes.
My humble submission, your lordship, I'll pay.
So
After 13 your lordships, I'll pay 9 lakhs, still pay.
that is
What
not the domain of the writ court, sir.
Your
There is no question of
my-
entertaining writ
my
petition.
submission,
We
your lordship.
told the council who sought permission yesterday that these writ petitions can't be maintained, can't be entertained. There's a clear direction of the Supreme Court not to entertain these.
Your
writ
lordship, my humble submission, your lordship,
Yes.
the property the bank is going to take, wherein my parents 80 years
Yes.
is there,
So
74
that-
is there, your
That you should have
I'll
thought,
pay the amount, I have
That-
already paid 9 lakhs.
yes.
I'll pay 10% of their amount, your lordship. within month,
We are
your
not going into these bargains in hearing writ
But your
petitions,
lordship, but
while
your
hearing
lordship-
writ petitions in surfacey matters. Southern Bank judgment, de dijiye. Read the judgment. The Supreme Court has rather deprecated the practice of entertaining these writ petitions.
Your lordships, I am just.
Go to the DRIT, sir. Why have you come to this court?
Your
Go there and make this request.
I'll go to DRT. your
All
lordship.
right.
I go to DRT, your lordship, sometime may be granted, your lordship. I'll go to.
There is a
DRT.
limitation
Because
provided in
now
that.
your lordship, the order was passed on 1610, your lordship.
Yes.
On 1610s, and Durga Puja is there, your lordship.
Durga Puja, DRIT is not having holidays, Ms. Council.
Your lordship.
DRIT is not having holidays like the High Court.
There is a puja vacation.
So what of that? No, DRIT, there are no holidays. Sorry.
You
You are mistaken. That is,
I may be given
they are
some
governed
time,
by
your
a
lordship, I'll
central
approach.
government.
I
Why
approach
do you
DRT.
need liberty? There is liberty provided by the Act. Why do you need our liberty?
Your
You are not
lordship-
granting any
your lordship,
protection.
My humble submission.
Yes.
Some protection may be
No.
granted, your lordship.
Big no.
My parents, I am ready to pay. I have already paid some amount, your lordship.
Thank you.
I am ready to pay, your lordship.
Dismiss. Thank you.
It is hereby provided that the copies of the complete set of documents relied upon by the CCI with the appellant has been allowed to inspect, and excluding the documents for which privilege is claimed shall forthwith be provided to the appellant so as to give it a proper opportunity to defend itself properly in the subsequent proceedings. Thereafter, appeal is dismissed.
Deeply obliged.
Let the correction be made then. Okay.
Item number 2.
The appeal fails and is dismissed as being devoid of merit.
Item number 3.
The writ appeal fails and is dismissed as being devoid of merit.
Regards.